Welcome to A Bed in Bangkok
with two bitches.
Hi, bitch.
You're Meg.
I'm Meg.
I'm Joe. Hi, bitch.
I know we have to get better about saying the name part.
I know we're really bad about it because I picked Meg up in the elevator and then
Like a hooker,
yes.
like an ex-fat hooker.
Exactly.
Just meet the lady downstairs and bring her up.
And then I'm like, she's like, "How are you?" I'm like, "Let's talk. Let me get you a water. Let's not talk.
Don't speak to me until a
Exactly.
microphone is in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
Also, though, what do you want for lunch? Like the way you accost me for food at 10:30 in the morning, the instant I arrive.
I think that's nice. I would love that greeting. What do you want? What do you want to eat?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's very Thai to be like, have you eaten?
Exactly. That's like the first sentence. So, hello, have you eaten yet? You look so cute.
Thanks.
Why are you all dressed up?
I'm not.
You're wearing earrings and a necklace.
I always wear earrings and a necklace.
It just seems very like...
Today it's just working. You know
Okay.
what it is? It's because I actually have mascara on.
Oh.
It's changed my whole face.
Okay. Well, it's working.
Well, thanks. I'll take that.
I have to tell you, I'm a little tired because I went out last night, but it wasn't late. But we have some friends in town that used to live here. The ones that I told you about that met here. And then we went to their wedding and everything, and they moved to Istanbul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Clara and Stefan, they've been in town. And we did like a little girls' night last night. But it wasn't late. But I don't normally go out on a Monday. And then my husband isn't feeling well. So he'll be coming in eventually. You'll probably hear him. And he'll, be all like man sick.
Man
sick,
sick, exactly, which is the height of drama.
Exactly. And so anyways, he said that he booked tennis this morning with our coach.
Why, he's man sick?
No, he booked it already. And so he asked me to take the appointment. 7:00. I was like, okay, I can do that. And I get there and my coach is there. He booked the court for yesterday.
Your husband?
Yes. So we were like both there and all the courts are booked. You can't get a court that like short notice.
Of course not.
Yeah. So I got there early because I'm always like 15 minutes early anywhere. So I was just like, for fuck's sake. So it was fine. I walked to F45, did F45, and then came back. But it was just like, I'm just like, as much as I don't have to do, I have my shit scheduled.
Yeah, you want to do your things.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to know exactly what time, and this is what's going to happen. And then after tennis, I'm going to go and do TRX in the gym, and I know exactly what time I'll be back. And it just threw me for a loop.
Okay. Well, we're going to get you a wrap.
Yes.
And you're going to be happy.
I am. I also haven't eaten, so I'm like,
Oh, you're hangry.
I'm hangry.
What a delight for me. How nice.
Yeah.
How nice. I did
know.
play tennis this morning.
Okay.
It's hot.
It's so hot. Do you know that it's going to be like a heat index of 60?
I saw that
Yeah.
on the internet, and I thought that had to be fake. I just chose to believe it was impossibly
Fake
real.
news.
Fake news. 60. What is 60 in Fahrenheit? Do you even remember things like Fahrenheit
No,
anymore?
I don't know.
It's like you would think you did not grow up in the United States the way you have completely like given over to metric and Celsius. I'm still living in Fahrenheit.
I don't at all. But also, I think that's, for example, one of the reasons that my husband books the tennis courts wrong, because in Germany, the week starts Monday.
Oh.
And at the British club, the week starts Sunday. So it like messes him up. So he does the second day, because that would be Tuesday.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So I will give it, like, I do understand how he fucked it up.
Mm-hmm. But he fucked it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I don't remember getting an apology either.
Where'd you guys go out last night?
We went to Café de Stagiaire.
What's that?
It's a cute little place. We go there very often. And it's on Saturn Soy 12. It's around the corner from Bordeaux. You know,
Okay.
the place we went for lunch that
Yeah.
one day? So usually if we're on Saturn Soy 10, Soy 12, we're either at Bordeaux or Café de Stagiaire or one and then the other. We kind of go back and forth. So we were also at Bordeaux Sunday for a brunch. then continued at Café de Stagiaire. And then, so yesterday we were supposed to go to Jack's, but they have a little baby and it was getting kind of complicated. So they said, can we do Café de Stagiaire? And I was like, I was just there last night. So, like, you know, I walked in, they're like, you again. Like,
You're like, hi.
yeah, I'll try not to drink so much tonight. But I was good last night. So, yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah. But the Bardo brunch is really good because, okay, you know, I feel like in the States, if you go to a brunch, it's like all you can drink.
Not everywhere.
No, but you can get that.
At a lot of places, yeah.
But do they do what I don't like here is I feel like it's always like a rush. Bardo did a great job. They really probably exceeded the 2 hours and then gave us shots at the end and stuff like that. But it's like all you can drink for 2 hours.
Oh no, that's how it is now in the US.
Oh, is it?
It used to be, yes. Like when I was in my 20s in New York, we would go to these, you know, unlimited mimosa
That's
brunches
what I know.
where we would rock up at, you know, 12 o'clock, 11:30 and stumble out of there at 2 after the DJ was playing and all kinds of things were happening and we didn't know up from down. But now everybody is like X hour window.
Okay. I didn't realize, because I keep saying like, that's not, like in America, we don't do that. But I have no idea actually.
No.
Okay.
It's definitely got a time limit
Okay.
on it.
Because I feel like I'm like, must drink. And then my friend Alex was like, bitch, you would be drinking this much anyways. Like, why do you say like you feel rushed? Like, shut up.
2 hours.
And she was like, I said, I feel like I've had like 5 mimosas in 45 minutes because I feel like I need to get. And she was like, you would be doing that with or without.
That is correct.
Yeah. And I was like,
no lies are told. It just hurts you. It hurts you because you want to feel like it's not up to you.
Yeah.
It's the pressure of the restaurant.
So then I ordered a cappuccino and she yelled at me. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But then at the end, they gave us these little shots. I did not need a shot, but it was vodka with like passion fruit.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It was really delicious.
Anything with passion fruit.
I know, right?
Passion fruit is like the
best.
secret sauce of life. And they are the ugliest looking little fruits.
Do you know what? Have I ever told you about the bitch spritz?
The bitch spritz?
Yeah.
No, but tell me immediately.
Okay, it's actually from Gigi. I don't know if you've ever been to Gigi's. There's a couple locations. There's one on Asok, one on Tonglor. But the one on Asok, they have this drink called bitch spritz, and it's an Aperol spritz, and they add passion fruit and muddled mango. Honestly, you don't really need the muddled mango, but sometimes I do that I'll add passion fruit
into the spritz?
Yeah. Just like dump it, like just like
Scrape some
scrape
in?
it out. Yeah. It's really good.
Ooh, I want that.
It's
so
too early,
bad.
Meg. It's
no.
Good God.
What?
Meg, it's not
What?
even 11 o'clock in the morning.
That's
and you're
brunch time. What are you talking about? You just told me all about it. You got me all excited.
So when we get our doner, our kebab from Berlin, that I'll make you a bitch spritz.
I think I might need one. Damn, that sounds really good.
What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? It's like it never even happened. I can't even remember. Nothing. I didn't do anything fun or exciting this weekend. My kid had an appointment. It was all like being a parent, blah stuff. It was nothing fun at all.
That makes me sad.
But Friday I played Mahjong, and that was really fun.
Okay.
I had a good time doing that.
Everyone is playing that at the moment.
I know, but I'm playing. My friend Emma is the one who used to work with my husband, who refers to my husband as like her ex-husband.
Okay.
Because they used to work together and now they have their own rooms. But she is Chinese from Hong Kong. So she's always like, I'm allowed to run a Mahjong group because I'm Chinese.
Okay.
So it's real. And she's trying to teach us bad Chinese. Like she's trying to teach us Chinese, which we're terrible at, while she teaches us Mahjong. And she's bad at it too. I would say there's probably a group of like 6 or 7 of it, maybe 8 of us total, but we never get all of us together. So there's always 4. There's always enough for a game.
Okay.
Sometimes there's more of us and we play as teams because again, we're like so bad at it and we're babies and we only get together like once a month.
Okay.
But it's a lot of fun. Like first we just like get together and gab and then we move over and then she takes it real serious when we're sitting there because she grew up with like all of her aunties and her mom and her uncles playing. And so like throwing the dice, the tiles and yelling at each other and saying all these things. My goal is that we get good enough that we can like go down to one of the clubs in Chinatown and like rock up like a crew. This will never happen.
Yeah, good luck.
No, this is not. But this is my dream. This is my fantasy.
There's quite a lot of groups playing this, like in.
Oh, it's very popular right now.
It's So like, and you'll see in the Bangkok Women's Collective and things like that, they'll be like posting about it.
Oh, are there?
And the teacher that I have for sewing, she's really big into it. And I don't think you want to play against her. I think she's like,
oh no, I don't want to play against anybody that really plays.
Yeah.
I'm personally terrible.
People take it really seriously. So yeah, I don't know.
No, we just have a lot of fun. But that was a super nice thing to do on Friday. Was a little mahjong and a gossip sesh. So that was good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Also, right before you came, you see I took the smoke detector out.
I hope we don't get a fire.
My husband was out of town, and
did it go off?
No, but the battery, like,
that's what I mean. Did the battery start making that horrible sound?
Yes,
it's the worst.
1:30 in the morning.
That'll wake you up.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I woke up, and I am paranoid as fuck living here.
Yes.
Backstory: we've had a fire in the apartment next door. We've had an earthquake. I've had some trauma since living here. And so I woke up and I thought, no, I just heard something. It's not anything.
You didn't know what it was?
No, because it's not like a constant. It was like a very loud beep.
And then it was done.
Yeah. And then I'm going back to sleep and it's there again. And I was like, oh my God, like, what do I do? And okay, first of all, I'm not the smartest at 1:30 in the morning.
Of course.
So in my head, I'm like, well, maybe there's a fire somewhere else and it's detecting it and just like baby beep. Really not smart.
You're a business owner. Anyway.
It's 1:30. It's just whatever. And also, like, my head goes to the worst possible things here.
Sure.
In this building. So then finally I was like, oh, okay, it's the, is it fire alarm or smoke detector? The smoke detector.
Yeah.
And then, but I don't have a ladder very high, so I couldn't reach it. Here, I could stand on the bed, but in the bedroom, I couldn't. So I went downstairs to the lobby.
At 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you.
You couldn't just get a chair?
1:30 and I'm not thinking. Okay. Also, usually these things are somehow connected to like wires in the building and stuff, like it should be, but that's another story. So thank God I live in a hotel. Someone came up immediately. The security guard came up with me, and also, no, I'm not smart, because I showed him which one and I was pointing at it and had showed him the video just because I wanted to make a video so that they knew what they were coming up for. And then he was like, no, madame, it's not this one. And there's shelves in the room and another wall, and it was behind that. It was a different one. I didn't even know there was one there. So thankfully he did come up, but he came up, and then maybe 20 seconds later, a maintenance guy came up. And they took it out, like the battery out. And I was like, this is amazing. This is Thailand.
That part.
This is nice to be like living in a building like this and have help like that. So then he says, it's not going to be making any noise anymore. I was like, thank you so much. Kopamaka. And then he leaves and it still beeps, because apparently even after the battery goes out, it beeps like 2 more times. And then it did this things where it was
Did
like,
it die?
And I was like, what the like, so I was awake until 5 a.m. because it just, when the adrenaline and all that stuff. Yeah. So, I set up the microphones for us to record. Everything's good. And then this one started. So I guess it's going to be like
well, they're all probably on battery life on the same cycle.
Exactly. So the next one will happen, and the next one, and the next one. But when we had the fire next door, that's when we found out that the smoke detectors that were originally just installed are supposed to be connected to something in the building that would send off the whole alarm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're not. They weren't and have never been, and this building is since 2006 or something. And then the fire My husband tried to pull what is it, fire detector?
The fire alarm, the one that you pull on the wall.
Yes. And it wouldn't work. And then later, the juristic woman said, no, it doesn't work on this floor.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. So that's exciting.
And when the earthquake happened, were those alarms going off? Like, did any alarms go off when the earthquake happened?
I wouldn't.
Do you remember?
No. I know that eventually there were alarms going off, but I don't think at first, no.
Okay.
I don't think they started going off until I was already out of the building. I really don't know. I'm not sure. But
no, I know. I just was curious.
When it happened, it didn't. But like when we had the fire here next door, no alarms went off at all. Like I said, the whole really smoke everywhere. There was a fire in the apartment next door. We could not see outside. Like I look out the peephole and it is black outside because of so much smoke. And nothing went off. Luckily, the thing that saved us was the sprinkler system went off in that apartment. But otherwise, I was calling, and saying like there's a fire, and the juristic woman came upstairs to check
if there was a fire. Just came upstairs.
She rode up
in the elevator. Number one rule of fire, don't take the elevator. Of course, if she'd taken the stairs,
no one's going to climb up 30
I was
going to
say it's 30 flights of stairs.
Yeah. But she comes up and we're inside freaking out. And
she's like, ding dong.
She's, basically pounding on the door. And I was like, what? I open the door and she comes in just crying. And she's like, I was like, oh my God. Like, I called to tell you there's a fire. Like, what? I mean, I really felt so bad for her. But also I was like,
what?
Who?
I don't know. I wouldn't feel bad for her. That seems like a dumb move to me.
Well, she doesn't work here anymore, so maybe she
didn't make great choices.
She was traumatized, yeah. But anyway, so that was Anyway, so when stuff like this happens, I just get super paranoid, and my brain doesn't turn on to say like, "Hey, why don't you take the battery out?"
I just love the idea that you went downstairs at 1:30 in the morning and you're like, "Sawadika."
Yeah. Well,
hey, why not?
If you had something,
there'd be no one to call.
That's
at
not
1:30
true.
In the morning.
You could go to the guardhouse.
I could go to the guardhouse. But the night guard. I mean, could I sound more like a privileged white lady? The night guard at my place is usually like the most disinterested 25-year-old you've ever seen in your life. Like the night guard. There's one night guard that's amazing. Like he's very attentive. He pays attention. He when you come in late, like he knows what's going on. But there's this one kid that's there who's fully on the phone, and I can come home. I've come home at like 3:00 in the morning. Not so much as like a glance up to see the car that's arriving or the golf cart that's arriving. Like,
okay,
they're just there.
Yeah. I'm
sure if there was like a true problem, right?
They would call someone.
They would call someone who knows how to do.
Exactly.
It's not this
He
kid.
would call someone. But we had I always really liked him. He was kind of a dick to our maid because she was Burmese. I didn't like that. He was not nice. But I think he was usually pretty drunk. But like happy drunk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was always like, "Hey!" Like I felt good about that. Like
there's a guy at the plant store that I always like to go to, like way down Samaki Road, and he's always drunk, not happy drunk, like grumpy drunk, but he always wants to like I'm touching plants, and he always wants to like get up and try to tell me something about the plants that I'm picking the wrong plant or I'm doing it wrong, because often I'm like bringing a pot with me and I'm trying to fit it, and I could hear him like trying to tell me something, but I'm not doing it right, and I can just smell all the booze, and I'm like, I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
thank you.
We had one time, I was right when we moved inside of Nichita, we had this house, and the washing machine and dryer were outside of the house, and
like in the carporty kind of space
behind the house.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have like a garden back there. It was just that, and then a little tiny place, and then this big wall. and the wall was blocking, like basically covering up the swamp that was next door. And one time I got home from the gym, and back in the day, I had the Muay Thai gym plus the Pilates studio, and I had tons and tons of towels to wash like every single night. And I got home from work. It was like 8:30 at night, and I'm exhausted. And I walk through the house and out of the back door, and I see eyes. And I was like, fuck this shit. And I turned around and walked back in. It's so weird. It was a huge python.
I knew you were going to say a snake.
And I don't know how I caught those eyes, but it was like so.
Just the light hit it in the right way.
Thank God.
Like an anaconda back there.
It was insane. So, and then I was so annoyed because I'm like, I have to wash these fucking towels. This snake is in my way, and I'm
was
tired.
the snake on the wall or on the machine?
On the ground.
Oop.
Yeah. And so I had really long days like back then. Like it was, anytime 7 or 8 hours, and then whatever. So I walked back through the house, out of the front of the house, and my neighbor was in his carport doing the typical like lifting weights,
Yeah.
He worked for the embassy. And then our other neighbor was walking by with his dog, and I was like, I have a snake in the backyard. Like I think it's pretty large, and I can't be bothered. And he's like kind of excited, and he goes and tells the guard. This guard at that house was like, he probably weighed like 40 kilos. He was so tiny. And he comes with, his slides basically, and like a little stick.
Like, what's he going to do with this python?
Yes. And by this time, Lakdeep, the guy that had gone to tell the guard, his wife, Hangry, has come. And then the guy doing the weights, I don't think he came over, but his wife came over. Very loud American. And so, Lakdeep, the guys have to be like in the
mix.
Yeah. Like helping the guard and telling them like, there it is. Like I don't know what they're going to do. The girls.
They don't want to touch it, but they want to participate.
And be like, I was helping.
I was there,
yeah. And we are inside looking out, and I'm just like, I'm so tired. And then
Joe's like, I just want to wash my towels.
Yeah, I just want to And then Henry's like, it's so beautiful. And then the American woman's like, holy shit, that could have killed you. It was just so ridiculous. Finally, this guy, I think, honestly, the snake wouldn't have done shit. I think it had just eaten something and was just digesting and leave me alone. Mm-hmm. But finally the guard annoys it enough that it starts to go up the fence, basically back towards the swamp. I shit you not, Meg. It was at least, I'm going to say 2.5 meters. It was more like 3 meters long. It was insane. It kept going. You can hear the girl, the neighbor, she's like, oh my God. And then she's like, it's going to my house. And but it was, I have never seen, you hear these stories here, but this was insanity.
But you actually experienced it in real life.
Yes. But the reason I say I think it was, had eaten something, it's there was kind of a bulge in
That's usually when they've eaten something. Yeah.
So I don't know, probably one of those nasty squirrels that they have out there. So I was fine with that. Or someone's cat.
Yeah, I will never, ever, 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 ever understand. And listen, for all the controversy I said about soy dogs one time when we were recording, why you have a pet, like your pet, your cat, your dog, especially if it's small, like a cat,
yes.
As a cat owner, I will say, and you let those animals run free around, downtown, I don't know what it's like, but out where I live, in Nichita, people let their animals run free, and then they're always missing cat, missing this, and I'm like, yeah, either A, python ate it, B, it licked a frog, C, a motorbike hit it, D, it fell into whatever.
Would the monitor lizards eat them? Because I see them eating frogs and fish.
I don't
sometimes.
know the answer to that,
okay.
But they might get into a fight with it. I don't know. But like, this is not suburban America.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know
so
what
like,
you mean.
if for no other reason, then I would be like, number one is just motorbikes. Like they're all over the place, and they're not paying attention to if somebody's cat is out and about.
It could also be another dog because some of these dogs are huge
crazy
dicks too.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Like,
Yeah.
there we go. I have one. Farang can fuck off with just letting their American and like Western animals roam free and then get mad and not understand why something happens to them.
Yes.
That's just stupid.
I agree.
Put the cat in the house.
Yeah. And I don't know how it is with like, do cats need to go outside?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
When I lived in New York, I had a cat. I had this cat for 19 years. So this cat was like through my whole, like every boyfriend, every relationship, me and this cat. And I lived in New York. This cat never went outside. I lived in my apartment. I moved to St. Louis with my husband, and I had grown up with cats that were like indoor, outdoor. And suddenly I was like, I don't know, can the cat now be like an indoor, outdoor cat? My mom was always just like, just let him free, see what happens. So like I took her dumb advice. That cat lived the like whole new life. Went outdoor during the day, came in, like roamed the neighborhood, became the queen of the neighborhood. But they don't need it. Like she'd lived inside for 10 years.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? She's a very happy cat.
Yeah.
Our cat right now lives inside.
I would be so paranoid.
She goes on the balcony, so she gets like her sunshine and her outside time, which she likes.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
She's fine.
No, they're fine.
Yeah.
But we had like a huge snake in the middle of the road one time.
Yeah. There's so many snakes, and I'm always afraid, like, if the cat got out.
Also, there's small, like, poisonous ones as well.
Yes.
We had one time, I was walking up to the door. There was a different house there, and my husband's mom was with us, and there was just, like, this tiny little snake in front of the door, like, in front of the steps. I screamed like a little bitch because...
You don't like wildlife.
No. As we know, yes,
you do not like wildlife.
And she was like... Oh, my goodness, I calmed down basically, and I was like, "What?
Are the Germans comfortable with snakes?"
I think the difference is that I almost stepped into it, where she was like a couple meters behind me, watching me be like, I don't know, but I was just like,
well, also she was probably just mocking you.
They don't know, the humor's different, but it was just like I just felt like. I can't control any part of what happens when I almost walk into a snake.
You know what also happens at my house sometimes, which you would hate? At night, and our walkway, like as you're going down, to our door, there's like a billion little geckos, like all those little, almost like they're like beige colored, right? Those little translucent guys.
Okay.
And they're always all up on the walls. Sometimes they get very excited on the ceiling and they land on my head.
Gross.
That has happened more than once. It freaks me out every time. But I mean, like, we're both scared. I'm scared. The gecko's scared. Like, nobody wanted this to happen. We all, like, run to our separate...
lose their tails and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not playing that game.
I grew up, though, in Florida with, like, little lizards in our house. So it still freaks my husband out. But I'm just like,
they don't do anything.
They don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
Like...
The worst was actually one time we had this massive spider in the house, and apparently they come in with the laundry.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you mean like they're outside on the laundry?
Yes.
No.
And so we had that one time, and it was in it jumps. They do huge jumps, and it ended up in the bathroom, and I still have video of my husband like barely peeking through the door with like some type of spray something and just like going crazy, just spraying everything. So freaked
well, you're
out.
Screaming in the background probably.
Yeah, well, he is more freaked out than me with that stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. But no, I definitely here luckily we don't have that, but I don't miss that type of stuff. Being in a house.
Well, and I like being up. Like we're high enough that most of that stuff is not applicable.
We're going to have to, being up is a good thing, but a bad thing. We're going to have to talk about the earthquake at some point.
I know. I was trying to lead you there.
I know. I'm just not sure if I'm ready.
You're not emotionally ready to relive the earthquake?
I think that we need to eat something, and you need to try a bitch spritz.
All right. That sounds like a plan. Let's go do that.
All right. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.